time is not on the side of people waiting for an organ transplant. University of Maryland Medical Center is now using drones to deliver organs. One woman calling it the Uber of organ donations. Still, transplants can't happen without a donor. WMAR 2 News' Mark Roper is live at University of Maryland Medical Center. And so, Mark, besides that drone, what's the process for getting organs as quickly as possible to patients who need them?
Good morning, Christian. Well, here in Maryland, the process is usually managed by the Living Legacy Foundation, and it not only matches the donated organs with those needing a transplant, but it actively encourages people to register as donors to help save lives.
Durante Briggs watched history being made at the University of Maryland Medical Center. Doctors were about to perform the world's first organ transplant delivered by a drone.
One thing I realized that, hey, if I was in that position and knowing that, about the drone arriving, to me, I wouldn't care if it was a bicycle, a scooter, however that kidney arrived and it was healthy. I would benefit from it as well as that individual that's waiting for that organ.
And while the drone was an unconventional delivery method, it was a moment Briggs could relate to.
Just to see the actual drone land and that organ arriving, it kind of took me back to where, how was my kidney, delivered?
We rely heavily on charter flights, on commercial flights sometimes, and ground transportation, and we all know the difficulties of traffic and other things that we contend with in this area. The drone mission allows us to pick up right from the donor hospital and deliver right to a waiting recipient.
There are more than 100,000 people nationwide in the same situation, waiting for an organ transplant. Charlie Alexander is the president and CEO of the Living Legacy Foundation, the main organ and tissue recovery program in Maryland.
55% of all Marylanders who hold a Maryland ID card, either just an identification card or a Maryland driver's license, are designated yes to be donors. But we also know that half of those who aren't designated still say yes when asked. So currently about 75% of people that we approach for permission for organ donation say yes. We would love that to be 90 or 100%.
Of the people needing an organ transplant in 2018, only a third found a donor, and most of the organs came after someone died, leaving thousands on the waiting list still waiting.
I thank my donor every single morning. Amber sits right here. She gave me that second chance at life. I love Amber. And like I tell my wife all the time, I said, baby, I love you, but you got to understand, I have another woman that's in part of her organ is inside of me.
Like so many, Durante needed a new kidney. He remembers the day he found out.
One day I went for a routine physical, and I went to see my primary care physician. And she advised me, she was like, well, Durante, you have some issues with your kidney. And it seemed like you're in stage 4.
He started dialysis in July 2008. The Desert Storm Desert Shield veteran gave up his 18-year career working in the Virginia Department of Corrections. 2 years later, he found out he was a good candidate for an organ transplant. He counted the days, months, and years until October 23rd, 2012.
That was the beginning of my second chance at life. And I just have to say, when I woke up from, the surgery, I was so happy just to be able to enjoy that second chance at life.
And 3.5 million people in Maryland are registered as organ donors. And still ahead on Good Morning Maryland, find out how you can become one of them if you choose to do so, even if you're already registered with the MVA. Live in downtown Baltimore, Mark Roper, WMAR 2 News.
Incredible. Thanks very much for that report, Mark. Right now.